Good day everyone. This is Ma'am Neri, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we shall discuss the 9 stages of any normal relationship. We're not exactly saying that relationships are predictable, but it's fair to assume that plenty of relationships are going to share certain similarities. Each relationship will have its unique characteristics, but there is a certain framework that the traditional relationship follows. The people who are most experienced in romance can attest to this. The only kinds of relationships that don't really go through these typical stages are either outliers or they are the relationships that don't last. If you're in a relationship, and you want to have the best chances of making it work, then it would be wise for you to not deviate from any of these 9 stages. Here are the 9 stages of any normal relationship. Stage 1 is infatuation stage. Any relationship is going to start with this stage. No people ever enter a relationship with each other unless they're infatuated by other. It takes a simple spark of interest in another person for a relationship to start. During this stage, there's very little to tell except that maybe some chemistry was at play in attracting the two partners. You think that your potential mate is interesting and that you feel like there could be something there. Stage 2 is the getting to know stage. You're past the infatuation stage and you've given to your primal urges for companionship. It is during this stage where you start testing the waters with each other. You're building on the initial chemistry that you had during the infatuation stage. You start to learn more about each other and you try to test whether you're comfortable with the dynamics of your relationship. It is during this stage where you can really see if you have a possible future together. The first fight stage is the 3rd stage. Everything is smooth sailing up to this point. You've been infatuated with each other. You've gotten to know each other fairly well and you have a reasonable idea of what the other person is like at this point. So naturally, something must come along to disrupt the harmony of your relationship. You're going to get comfortable enough to be able to disagree with each other. You will have arguments and some feelings will be hurt, but it's very important that you are able to overcome this stage with relative ease. This stage is one of those make or break stages for couple. Some couples can never get past having disagreements with each other. Stage 4 is the open criticism stage. You've now reached a point in your relationship where you've established a reasonable amount of comfort with each other. You're now perfectly fine with casting open criticisms on each other. You do this because you want to make your partner better. You urge your partners to become the best possible versions of themselves. These criticisms and opinions will also set the foundation for the next, and very important stage of your relationship. Stage 5. The adjustment stage. This is another make or break point in any relationship. Once all the criticisms and opinions have been honestly laid out in the open. Once everything has been said, and all points of communication have been exhausted, then comes the adjustment stage. This is the stage where you both will have to make compromises to find balance and harmony in your relationship. You both have to be willing to adjust to meet each other's needs and move forward in your relationship. You can't afford to be complacent and unwilling to compromise. 6. The stable happiness stage. Once all the adjustments have been made, then the hardest parts are done with. You've shown yourself mature and adaptive enough to adjust to the needs of your partner. You've shown selflessness and generosity in your willingness to compromise. We're not saying that it's going to be smooth sailing from here on out, but it's highly likely that you will be able to weather any challenges that come your way at this point. 7. The doubting stage. Everything's going a little too well for your taste. You're then left to wonder if this is where you really need to be. Are all the challenges really done with? Is this what's in store for you the rest of your life? The thought of committing yourself to someone else completely for the rest of your life is intimidating. You start having doubts about whether you can really commit to someone for that long. This is where you have to undergo thorough reflection and contemplation. Once you get over your nerves, you should be fine. 8. The sexual discovery stage. A lot of couples will go through this stage at earlier points in their relationship, but for traditional couples, they tend to wait it out before getting into bed with each other. There's nothing wrong with either approach. It really depends on the personalities of the individuals involved. But during this stage, this is where pure passion and intimacy is manifested in action. It's also a test of your chemistry and your communication skills. Lastly, Stage 9. The unyielding trust stage. This is it. You've given yourself completely to another person and you entrust your heart unto them. You've let yourself be vulnerable. You've opened yourself up entirely. There's no turning back now, but you know that your love will help pull you through to the end. There you have it, the 9 stages of any normal relationship. The infatuation stage, the getting to know stage, the first fight stage, the open criticism stage, the adjustment stage, the stable happiness stage, the doubting stage, the sexual discovery stage, and the unyielding trust stage. Thank you very much everyone for listening. For more videos, you may visit my YouTube channel, Narissa Beatriz. There are lots of videos for you. So, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. God bless everyone.